this is the golden anniversary. We should be celebrating 50 years of recognition, and we should have moved to a closer economic relationship. Instead, the relationship is at a low point.
A scathing assessment of the relationship between Canada and China 2 years after a pair of Canadians were arrested by Chinese authorities. Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig were detained by Chinese officials shortly after Canada arrested Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou on an extradition treaty with the United States. Meng accused of breaching sanctions against Iran. Experts and opposition MPs at the time calling the move a diplomatic hostage-taking. False reports that the two Michaels had already went to trial, adding a twist to the 2-year anniversary. Those reports debunked by Chinese authorities. Canada's official opposition suggesting a tougher stance.
We would have looked to work with the United States and other countries on a Magnitsky sanction approach.
The Magnitsky approach puts financial sanctions on individuals, cutting off finances of key players rather than targeting a whole country. It's a move some experts believe should be made at this point.
I think probably that's the next step we should go, because somehow we have to illustrate to the Chinese that we really are outraged by what's going on. And I think economic sanctions aren't going to work. It's simply going to hurt Canadians. Whereas I think these sanctions targeted at perpetrators, Chinese don't like it.
Recent reports indicate the United States is currently in talks with Chinese officials to provide Meng Wanzhou with a deferred prosecution agreement, an avenue to plead guilty in return for her freedom, a move that could lead to the release of Spavor and Kovrig. But Meng has always maintained she did nothing wrong, and Robertson says there's no guarantee the Chinese will play ball if Meng is released.
And the Chinese, for their part, unless there's real pressure put on them, I think may decide to keep the two Michaels. There's a wonderful Chinese expression, you kill a chicken to scare the monkeys. Well, the Chinese, from their perspective, they're surrounded by a bunch of nations that are in a sense like the monkeys, and we are a monkey in a way.
The two Michaels remain in Chinese custody, cut off from consular visits, while Meng is under house arrest at her mansion in Vancouver. In Ottawa, Nigel Newlove, City News.